These are the unforgettable hands where the poker gods smiled on a few fortunate players, turning impossible odds into unforgettable victories. From miracle rivers to one-outer saves, this compilation will remind you that sometimes it's not just about skill, it's about being in the right place at the right time. Sit back, enjoy the magic, and witness the kind of luck that every poker player dreams about. Right place, right time. Our first clip proves that sometimes luck in poker isn't about the cards, it's about the circumstances. In this clip, Alan Keating squares off against Eric Persson, but Keating's real stroke of luck happens before the cards are even dealt. Eric is on mega tilt, sitting on a $220,000 stack and playing recklessly. Alan just has to sit back, stay composed, and let Eric's frustration do all the work for him.
Oh, 18-2. Heads up.
Eric to 18,200 Keating calls here. Pocket fives, and there's a set for Keating, but Eric doesn't have anything here. And what's going on here? What is that?
Should I blind call that?
Is that bet? Oh, a blind bet here by Eric on the turn of 50,000. So bet call. And now Eric, 50,000. You can see the steam coming out of his head. The pot is 180.
Eric is in full meltdown mode, throwing chips around like they're worthless pieces of plastic. He blind bets $50,000 with ace high, a move that feels more like a cry for help than a calculated play. Alan, on the other hand, is the picture of patience, capitalizing on Eric's tilted state.
Here, and here we go to the river. The river's a 7. Is he gonna give up or just go crazy? Keating has a full house. Clubs have busted out. Luckily for Eric, he didn't hit an ace or a queen. Holy smokes.
Wesley, you have a hand.
Towards the end of the night, my goodness, 150,000 left. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh my goodness, that's gotta be the hand of the night. Wow. Alan Keating.
It all comes crashing down for Eric when his desperate bluff with ace high backfires and Alan calmly scoops up the entire stack. Eric takes a walk to clear his head after the hand.
Gets it all back. And there he goes. Whoa.
How you doing?
What the fuck? Oh my god, he was blind betting it to you.
Who? He? Who blind bet? Hey, blind bet?
Big sigh of relief.
This hand is a complete train wreck for Eric. Known for his ability to read opponents, he seems totally lost here, even questioning Alan with a bewildered full house. It's clear Eric was out of sync from the start and his tilt turned into a costly disaster. We can't help but ask, what hand was Eric trying to represent with this bluff? Roller coaster ride. In our next lucky clip, we're down to the final 3 players at the EPT final table, and this hand is an emotional roller coaster like no other. 2 players go all in before the flop, but the real drama doesn't even begin until the cards hit the board. With twists and turns at every street, this is one of those rare moments where even the players can't tell who's getting lucky.
The ace-10 against ace-deuce.
Once again, he joins his rail.
There is a 68% chance that we lose Victor Katzenberger here and go heads up in the EPT Monte Carlo main event.
The hands play themselves. Look at them, they're hanging together. You guys could have done that at the table.
Let's run it. And what a
Oh, man.
Wow, and the sweats.
Deuce 7 with 2 clubs. Trips for Katzenberger.
Sick.
The flop hits, and in an almost surreal moment, both players erupt into cheers. It's rare to see 2 players celebrating at the same time. It's a testament to just how crazy this hand is shaping up to be. But buckle up because the ride is far from over.
The flush draw for Huang. 7 on the turn gives Katzenberger a full house. There is a 5% chance of a chop. 7 on the river. Yes!
Oh my God!
It is always coming 7. It gives us a chop pot. And you know what they say. Everyone loves it.
At the final table of the EPT, stakes couldn't be higher, and luck plays a massive role here. When all is said and done, both players walk away splitting the pot. For a poker novice, this might not seem all that lucky, but when you've gone from a 0% chance to win to getting all your chips back, it's the very definition of a miraculous moment. Moments like these are what make poker so thrilling and unforgettable. If you are enjoying the luckiest moments ever, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to always be in on the action. Turning the tables. In our next hand, professional player Vanessa Russo faces off against the ever-controversial Tony G. It's a classic showdown between a literal beauty and the beast. What starts as a lucky break for one player quickly spirals into a series of wild swings, with each card flipping the script and raising the stakes.
1200.
Winning high isn't called predictable. I have many things.
So if you re-raise, then you build the pot so big, and then you're going to get bluffed out in the big pot.
Oh boy, Vanessa's got pocket rockets.
I'd say it's the perfect time to listen to Tony and re-raise.
Just calls.
Better. Keep the pots low. I bet 2,000.
Yeah.
That's fair, you know. I think it's better betting in the dark.
Tony bets in the dark and flops 2 pair.
A dark raise, that's hard and...
Tony G lands an incredibly lucky flop, putting Vanessa in a tough spot as she carefully calculates her next move. But as always, Tony's antics make it hard for anyone to keep a straight face. He's as entertaining as he is relentless.
Tony G, karma has left the building. I think we're about to see 2 people committed to this pot.
Vanessa raises to 5,000.
I want to raise it again.
Tony re-raises to 20 grand.
You can get it all in.
Tony G sounding very confident.
You ready?
Tony G is capable of this song and dance whether he's strong or bluffing. Vanessa is going to have a hard time getting away from this one.
You ready? If you win the hand, you keep me quiet.
Don't believe you. That bluff I'll call. That bluff I'll call.
Tony just...
In true Tony G fashion, he boldly promises to stay quiet if he loses the hand. Something we all know is impossible. Whether you love or hate him, Tony has a way of making every moment at the table unforgettable.
Equity to this pot.
Vanessa calls.
Tony's bombed the flop, which may make Vanessa think he's on a draw.
An ace on the turn. Russo has top set.
Hello, nasty. As Tony G would say, ace from space, and Vanessa has gone from 0 to hero.
Tony G does have a flush draw.
10,000.
And bets 10,000.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot.
Punch in the face.
Just push a button?
That ace dramatically improves Vanessa's hand, but if she put Tony on spades, he just got there.
She just calls.
The turn brings a miracle for Vanessa, shifting the balance of power. Tony's relentless speech play continues, but Vanessa stays cool under pressure, responding with a simple word and a smooth call of $10,000. Her cautious play shows discipline, though we the she should have pressed harder.
On spade watch.
I check.
Tony checks in the dark. The river. A sick card, the 5 of hearts.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or you're going to make a really weak check now on the end? Go on, Vanessa, you can do it.
For Vanessa, best card ever, full house over full house.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too on the end.
Wow.
And a flush draw. That's it, that shut me up.
When the river delivers Vanessa another lucky card, she puts on her poker face and gets it all in against Tony. The result? A massive $192,000 pot and the rare sight of Tony G temporarily silenced. This hand is a perfect example of poker's unpredictability, where fortunes change with the flip of a card, leaving us with a moment to remember. A beautiful card. Our next hand takes us deep into the electric atmosphere of the EPT Barcelona tournament series, where every flip of a card carries the weight of dreams. This hand starts as a textbook coin flip, but what follows is anything but ordinary. A single magical card turns what could have been a routine hand into a moment everyone will remember, and we're not complaining about who caught the break.
Two to calls, and it's a race.
You know, we see races so often to the point where we get a little jaded, but these are huge moments for the players involved.
Here comes the flop. And there's an ace! And because Christopher Andler folded the 4 of clubs, Jamila von Berger is now drawing to 1 out. She will need to hit on the river just a 2% chance of survival.
GG, JVP. Harrell invoking the one time.
The river card. Boom! It's the 4!
It's Jamila time!
A single card in the deck to win. Moments like this remind us why poker is the perfect mix of skill, luck, and a bit of charm. A single card has the power to change everything, rewriting fortunes and creating memories that last a lifetime. This wasn't just a lucky moment, it was a memorable one, and we're here for it. The best card possible. Sometimes a single card changes everything, so precise and impactful that it feels scripted for maximum drama. In this clip, we witness one of those moments. A card so devastatingly perfect, it flips the entire hand, leaves the table in stunned silence, and creates a poker memory that will be talked about for years.
Now, I mean, when they get another shot on that, I mean, that's probably like a, you know, it's, not even gonna guess because I'll probably embarrass myself. You know, that might be over 1,000. Who the hell knows these days?
Must raised, defended.
Look at this.
Yeah,
look at the arms. That is beautiful. The front looks kind of like Versace-esque, but the arms.
The hand begins unremarkably. Roberto holds a modest pair of jacks with a weak kicker, while his opponent, armed with ace-high and a gut-shot straight draw, takes the lead with an aggressive bet. At this point, nothing suggests the fireworks that are about to unfold.
Yeah,
Such a grinder is grinding in the booth.
Yeah.
This is it. So he's keeping one eye on his tables, one eye on our table.
It's you know, it's a blessing and a curse. Playing on an iPhone 5, if anyone wants to know, on the old software, so on the old iOS, so it's very slow.
What are we in, a satellite?
2 satellite.
The turn shakes things up but still favors Roberto. His pair of jacks improves slightly with the addition of a flush draw, pushing his odds of winning to 89%. Yet instead of seizing control, Roberto chooses to check again, keeping the pot manageable.
Roberto picks up a flush draw.
Must have bet the flop small, I'm assuming, right?
It looks right. We got 10 bigs in the pot, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I would keep going with this hand, to be honest. This is a good barreling hand.
Right, and we've seen Roberto as the kind of guy who maybe might overfold some situations as well, right? So it's even keener spot to be bluffing.
Ace-King seems too strong to have as a bluff, and Ace-10 is a pip below that.
Roberto's opponent ups the ante with another bet, applying consistent pressure. This is the moment where a well-timed check raise could have forced a tough decision and maximized value. By not raising, Roberto risks giving away free equity, especially with the pot steadily growing.
And
once more.
In a very nice calling spot. When you call the flop, you're pretty unhappy. Like, because you know future streets is going to be so difficult. You really want this flush draw just for backup. You feel a lot better.
So 110,000 was called by Roberto. And the King of Hearts on the river. Could we choose a better card? Broadway for Muster, flush for Roberto.
The absolute luckiest card in the deck for Roberto lands on the river. A moment like this is poker's equivalent of lightning striking twice.
Check raise incoming.
I reckon Muster will find the fold.
Right. Obviously, it's quite plausible Roberto can have a flush here.
Find a check.
Queen or Jack of Hearts. Queen or Jack X of
Check.
Hearts.
You have the flush.
I don't think the check's too likely.
No, he's going to bet 240k.
290?
290, he's going even bigger.
90.
Roberto checks again, missing another chance to make the most of his incredible luck. At this point, it's hard not to question his strategy. It's clear Roberto has the upper hand, but will he capitalize?
Roberto, look, reaching for chips less than all in. This may well get called.
Yeah, I don't think you can shove here. Because if you put yourself in your opponent's shoes, like, how many hands can they call with?
Finally, Roberto puts in a strong raise, and it's about time. In poker, when fortune smiles on you, you've got to chase that value.
Worse than a flush? Nothing. So, but I think he'll find the fold just because it seems like a pretty wild bluff to be making. He's made the call. No, whoa, that was a buck there. I gotta go and like.
He does make the call.
Yeah, he's kind of got the best hand he can call with, I think.
Roberto then.
Roberto's
big
got
pot for
enough
him.
of a rep to have some bluffs still. Some guys you might kind of find an easy fold against.
Right, if Roberto just had the queen or...
If not for the King of Hearts on the river, this hand would have ended far less dramatically. Instead, this perfect card transforms an otherwise routine hand into a jaw-dropping spectacle. It's a vivid reminder of poker's beauty. Sometimes all it takes is one card to rewrite the script and create an unforgettable moment. Legendary Aces. In this clip, we highlight Sam Trickett, one of the most accomplished English poker pros to ever grace the felt. With a career that includes a runner-up finish in the 2012 Big One for One Drop, where he pocketed an incredible $10.1 million, Trickett's skill and reputation are undeniable. This time he's dealt pocket aces, a dream start for any player. Let's dive in to see how this poker titan plays one of the most powerful hands in the game.
Just spades.
Yeah. It's one of the highest EV hands there is against aces, right?
Net 8 cycle, that's too hurtful.
6-7 suit is the best run, right? Is that right?
I feel like just, you know, 7-3 off so
Oh, like
you can get out of it. It's probably the best hand to have.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Wow, this could be the one.
Trickett couldn't have asked for a better flop. He lands a set of aces, giving him an unbeatable hand at this stage. Holding the nuts, he's in prime position to take control of the table and stack his opponent. It's the kind of situation where great players shine, and Sam is setting the stage for a big win.
What's going on here? Sam checks back aces here.
Oh, he checked it back, huh? Okay.
Yeah, pool bets. Now does Sam raise? I mean, what's the plan here? They're very deep.
I would be inclined to raise here.
Interesting. Sam just flats.
Opting for a slow play, Trickett keeps his monster hand disguised. Unbeknownst to him, his opponent is chasing a flush draw. If Sam had an inkling of the potential danger lurking, he'd likely shift gears and build the pot while reducing the odds for his opponent to hit. For now, patience is his strategy.
I guess Sam's hoping to boat up on the river and...
We sipping for the 5 of spades. Oh my god.
Oh, there it is.
How have I just said that?
Oh my god.
That's
You called it.
For the 5 of spades.
He's called it.
The 5 of spades rips off. Well,
The turn brings the ideal card to keep the drama alive. Sam is still firmly ahead, but the question looms. Will he maximize his winnings from this golden opportunity?
I think he needs to take a little bit longer here.
Paul takes his time deciding, a move that's unexpected given the pot dynamics. Perhaps the gravity of facing a pro like Trickett is making him second guess. It's clear the stakes are high and the pressure is off the charts.
Taking his time. What more time it took against Michael when he was Crazy Mike.
Folds.
He folds.
Wow.
What a getaway there.
That is quite the fold.
Sank one much bigger pot there if he'd bet the flop.
Yeah.
With his opponent catching a run out that could have spelled disaster, he narrowly escapes. Trickett's patience and skill ensured he came out on top. This hand showcased why Trickett is considered one of the best and luckiest poker players out there, navigating high-pressure situations with ease, flopping air, rivering gold. In our next clip, we witness the thrilling unpredictability of poker draws and how much of a factor luck plays. Jacob starts the hand with next to nothing, only to turn a hopeless situation into the easiest decision of his life. By the river, he's got a no-brainer, and his opponent, Jeremy, is left reeling.
But I mean, this is genuine. He is giving the players a break. He's giving them a hell of a break.
And I've been around a long time, and I want to say that the poker players don't deserve it.
Not the ones we know.
Well, as the Party Poker Live president John Duthie says, this is a tour for the players.
This flop looks like any ordinary poker hand, nothing to get excited about yet. Both players are holding weak hands with Jacob on jack high and Jeremy on 10 high. It's the kind of flop where 67% of the time, neither player has much to work with.
Players, and is he right? These kind of whopping guarantees, the opportunity for the little guy to get in these tournaments, the added money, the prize money, it's just massive, it's just incredible. And if you're a poker player, believe me, it does open your eyes and you say, hey, you know, you want to support those people, and rightfully so.
Yeah, if you don't, you're nuts.
It was a bit of an action card on a dry board.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to peter out, and now everybody's got a little something.
Go on, Jacob. Why call when you can raise? That's the man I know.
Things heat up on the turn as Jeremy bets a massive $15 million with his modest pair of eights. Jacob, however, spots an opportunity, raising aggressively with a jack-high flush draw despite not having a pair. Now we're finally seeing some real poker unfold.
Be slow playing a queen here, I think, right? I mean, it's not... Jeez, Jeremy's got an opinion. Oh, come a deuce. I want to see a big bluff. Come a deuce.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
That's just cruel. Well, that's just cruel.
This is going to...
The flop began as a low-stakes jack-high versus 10-high with no real action brewing, but now the tension has exploded, and Jeremy has almost no way out of this trap.
He went stack size. It looked to me like 100 million, yeah?
115 million.
I mean, it's
God, I mean, the heart...
It's an automatic call. I mean, there's nothing you can do about
no-brainer.
it. You have to call here. It was the Joker. The best card for Jacob, the worst card for Jeremy. There it was, a 10 on the river.
The dream river card for Jacob. From holding air to an unbeatable stairite, he's gone from a long shot to having the stone-cold nuts. With a hand this strong, the decision couldn't be simpler, and the pot is his to claim. Moments like this remind us just how cruel and exhilarating poker can be, a game where fortunes can change in the blink of an eye. Phil's ridiculous runout. Last up, we've got the luckiest and most chaotic hand of the day. Poker brat Phil Hellmuth, with his unmatched 17 WSOP bracelets, faces off against Doc Sands, a player known for his sharp skills and massive career winnings. Both players push all their chips in pre-flop, setting the stage for an incredible showdown. What follows is one of the most ridiculous runouts in poker history. And to make things even more jaw-dropping, this happens in a heads-up tournament, where only 4 cards are dealt to spark this perfect storm.
Is ready to call. The outer monologue at work once again.
You know, and for Sands, he makes every bet like he's on lithium water.
It's all deliberate.
Pocket queens for Hellmuth.
You get the feeling all the chips could end up in the center here. 22.
You raise to 22.
Helmuth raises to 22,000.
Call.
All in and a call.
Phil calls all in.
2 queens
Pocket
to Phil
queens against pocket nines.
Of your hand.
2 nines. Knocks in.
Helmuth, a 4-1 favorite heading to the flop.
All that work, they let you cooler me. They might reward me.
When you have two poker icons going heads up, pocket nines versus pocket queens is a recipe for drama. It's a classic cooler situation, but with Phil Hellmuth involved, you know it's going to be more than just a routine hand.
9 right in the
Oh, but he's
window.
really not that confident now. A set of nines for David Sands.
Here's the turn.
What do they call that? Visualization?
Turns a tray of diamonds. Helmuth needs to catch a queen on the river. He's going home.
Yep. Throw your coat on, Phil.
This is how I get my money in like every tournament I play in. It's crazy. I mean, it's just over and over.
Phil's frustration is building. You can see it in his body language. He's teetering on the edge of one of his infamous meltdowns. It's only a matter of time before his emotions boil over. And when they do, it's bound to be classic Hellmuth.
Over and over.
Phil needs a queen. Here's the river. It's
Hey, queen!
Moaning is rewarded in this case.
Phil Hellmuth hits a 2-outer to stay alive in his round of 16 matchup against David.
A single river card has the power to flip the script entirely, leaving players stunned and fans captivated. For Phil, it's another chapter in his long history of wild, unpredictable runouts, both good and bad. Whether you're a pro or an amateur, moments like these keep everyone coming back for more. To stay tuned for more insane runouts, legendary fails, and unforgettable poker feuds, don't forget to like and subscribe.